guys, it's time for those answers to them questions you guys asked a couple weeks ago. Yes, I'm running late. Capper came in and, well, I got really busy with that. However, I'm just simply going to read from a cheat sheet here. All right, Brian Samuel asked, what's your favorite motor ESC combo in a TRX4? Now, this can be, one way or the other. Straight crawling, I really like the Axe 3300 kV, the 550 size. If I'm going a little bit more crawling, bashing, trailing, hill climbing, then I want a Mamba X with like a Holmes Polar Pro 3500 kV. Something kind of up there and something I can really power good and strong. Slippery Biscuit asked, is there any way to get the Hyrex on the Vidavon UDR wheels? Currently, there is not a way to do it without having to cut the tires. Now, I did see a picture where a guy put 8 of them on. I'm not really sure. However, I will tell you, Vidavon does have the Hyrex tires in his possession, and he's currently making some new wheels to fit the Hyrex right to the wheels so I can run them on the UDR, which happens to be down there right now. All right, let me see. James 192197 asked, can a Kratos 6 2750 be used in a rustler? Of course, it has a 5mm output shaft, but why would you want something that low kV? I believe they have a 4600 kV version. That would be my choice for the rustler, just because it's not really a crawler, So flip over. Wilfredo Kane asked, do you allow people to come crawl in your backyard courses? I'll be in Florida for the USTE. Now the USTE is, I believe, at the end of February again, 21st to 23rd. I'm guessing you'll have to check the dates on that for sure. But yeah, I'll be there as well. I'll probably be set up with a Dragster RC recycle and repair booth and driving trails and having a good time, doing some interviews, doing all my wonderful stuff. And do I allow people in the backyard course? Yeah, when I'm here and when I actually have an event. So, and I'm always adding back there, It's a busy thing to get back over here. Paul Clancy asked, where did you get the jack stands? I have the same shells. Well, I printed them from a file off of Thingiverse. And if you guys want, well, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll put the link in the description to where these jacks are from on Thingiverse. So, you ever crawl anywhere other than your yard? This was asked by HRC Crawling. What's your favorite place? Well, of course I crawl in other places rather than my yard. However, I'm building up my yard well enough that I can pretty much test just about anything I want back there. Working on some dirt hills and stuff so I can blast some of that as well. But the reason I test in my backyard so much is if you follow the channel, you see one vehicle go up a climb. You're like, okay, I saw Optimus 2 climb that way easier than that. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together and, kind of see how things go. But my favorite place is the Barbarian Scaleplex in Lake City. That place is more than what I have in my backyard. The Exoplex is more than what the Exoplex will ever be. It's just fantastic. So much more property, so much more room to get out and run. You got sand, dirt, jumps. I mean, there's just so much more to that place than there is mine. And TMM asked, will we see more of the 8S Dragster? Yeah. When I get time to take it out and, give it a good run. It's just such a wild beast. I mean, like, really wild. It's not very tame at all. Now let's get to some of the longer questions here. Yeah. Larry M asks, what are your top 3 budget upgrades for the Gen 8 for people starting out in the hobby? Okay, well, the first thing, Red Cat actually has a rebranded servo, the 25 kg servo, and that's actually pretty darn good. I've got that in one of my vehicles. I'm not sure which one. But that servo is a very nice upgrade for it. The Hobbywing 1080 ESC beautiful upgrade. It's only about $40. If you have the money, you can throw down for a Holmes BRXL Torquemaster. That's about 110. It has quite a bit of different tuning features, and it's actually good to 6S, as where the 1080 is only good to 3S. Why you'd want 6S, I'm really not sure, but it's there. Now, about the motor, that would be another upgrade, would be the Holmes 21-turn Trailmaster Sport or the Holmes 16-turn Crawlmaster Sport 550, both in the 550 size. Both of those motors would do you just fine. All right, Micron RC asked, what do you think the best gearing would be for a sustained water crossing? I'm talking like 1 mile plus on water. Well, Micron RC, the issue isn't going to be your gearing. It's going to be your battery life. Just like a boat on the water, which sounds like that would be more suited to what you would be after. The water is a constant drain, and I'm talking big amps drain. So, I mean, you might think that water's splashing up on everything, cooling it down, but the amps are still there. So, you're going to need a lot of battery capacity to get out there. Plus, you're going to need a vehicle that can actually drive on water. And believe it or not, driving on water isn't exactly the fastest of things. I mean, I've done it with a solid axle monster truck, and I'm pretty sure I was only doing about 10 miles per hour. Yeah, there's a video of that somewhere on my channel, but it just kind of hops right along, you know. So, but it's just the drag that's going to heat everything up. Now, if you get a nice big boat ESC and you actually have a little tube sticking down to actually water cool that, that'll help you out quite a bit there. But you're still going to have the battery problem. You're going to have a lot of weight and lipo. I mean, simple as that. So, and if you're going to go a mile, I'm assuming you're going to be riding beside it in a boat. If you do, get video, because I think it'll be pretty cool to watch. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. All right, now, Seed of Jacob. What's the best brush motor to pair with the Mamba X ESC, in your opinion, and would you even go brushed with that particular ESC? The Castle Mamba X ESC is probably one of the most versatile ESCs on the market. It can do brushed, it can do high power brushed, it can run brushless motors. I believe Castle even sold that with 1/8 scale motors for like e-buggies and stuff like that. So that's a very, very versatile ESC. It's got the auxiliary wire so you can change your running mode, drag brake, punch, several different features on it and all of that. You can adjust throttle and all that with it. Personally, if I was going to run a brushed motor and budget was no issue, that would simply be the Crawlmaster Pro 550, and that's the 10 turn. So that's about a $100 motor, but I'm telling you guys, I ran the 12 turn in this, and it was fantastic. I mean, like, so good. It never needs brushless again. And that was a 12 turn. I do have a 10 turn that I'm going to run in something when I get a chance. So we'll get to see that one running as well. But if I'm going to go brushed, I have two choices, and it all depends on how much voltage I want to throw into it. If 3S is fine, which for the most part 3S is plenty good, you know, I'll put a Hobbywing 1080 in there. If I'm going to put a motor in that may see 4S or even 6S, then the Holmes BRXL Torquemaster, you know, that's going to be the ESC of choice. You know, it all depends on what you want to do. Now the Torquemaster, it'll get more power to the motor as well. So you get a little bit better punch with the Torquemaster than what you will with the 1080, but $40 for the 1080, $110 for the Torquemaster. You know, it all depends on your budget and what you want to do with it. So, Terrence Onman, can you build a completed crawl rig from only aftermarket parts? Of course you can. I tried to build one, but it's so many options out there. We'll pick the cheapest possible and working good on crawling. With a smiley face, it would. Be nice to get the deep wood tire, but it's hardly to get in my place here in Asia. So I would only get the Proline knockoff tire from China. Building a crawler from scratch. Usually when I build a crawler from scratch, it's based off of a regular crawler, like, like Optimus 2 here. I consider this a scratch build even though it was based off of a TRX. And the reason is I went through every single part on it. Every bolt, every piece is thought out, aftermarket, stock. It's a mix of all that. But in all honesty, it's cheaper to just pick a kit and build it. The TRX4 Sport Kit, that's really good. The TRX4s are known for being just strong, you know, really durable, very few issues with that. The Axial 10-2, that is my super light, which is down here. That's been pretty darn good as well. I have high expectations for the Capra, even though it hasn't quite fulfilled the expectations I have for it yet. I feel it's got a lot of potential, and hopefully the aftermarket will bring the potential out in this vehicle. So I guess in short, it'd be a lot cheaper to buy a designed, engineered truck, put it together, and then modify it from there. Okay, what's that last question I'm at? Okay, Jeremy H asked, which is your best performing truck? Say you're heading to a big comp and you want to win. Well, I always want to win, right? I don't go there to lose. Which truck are you grabbing off the shelf? Depends on the comp. If I'm going to a comp that is a lot of distance and more distance covering and all that, I'll choose a vehicle that holds a bigger battery. Now, if it's just a short comp, different stages like what we run, I'll probably pick the TRX4 Optimus 2. It only runs a 1500 milliamp battery, so it's not good for like a large G6 event. Now, if I'm going to a G6 event, I will choose quite possibly the Super Light. Now, it runs only a 500 milliamp battery. However, for something like that, I just simply put a 2200 milliamp on the side and adjust the shocks, you know, to make it balance out as best I could, and probably run for 3.5 to 4 hours. I mean, that thing gets about 30 minutes out of a 500 milliamp battery. So it's a very efficient truck. And if I'm going to a long competition like that, efficiency and durability are the top two things. It doesn't matter whether your truck has, you know, a 5 horsepower brushless motor on 12S. Who cares? If the truck doesn't survive, you lose. So you got to figure all that stuff in when you're going to comp. And really it depends, like I said, on the comp. Now, if I'm going to a strictly scale comp, I mean, I'm talking, these guys, some of these guys, they take scale to an extreme. I mean, like really crazy. If I was going to a strict scale comp, I'd probably take the Tamiya CC01. That would be this little guy right here. I actually won a Class 1 Winter Series with this truck. Couldn't believe it. It's actually pretty darn good. I can't put it back in there. I'll set it over here. Now, I do want to let you guys know about a build that I have coming up. I'm currently collecting parts for it. And the Blue Gator RC sent me this body. If you've been following the channel, I showed you guys this body, gave the link and all that. So you can pick one up for your own build. Now, what this is going on, that is going to go on a G-made sawback chassis. I've got to extend the chassis to match the wheelbase because the sawback is around 11.5 and that's 12.3. I kind of like the wheels to be a little bit stretched, so I'm going to go for 12.4 on the sawback. So that's going to take a little bit of custom work there, and I'm not cutting the chassis in half and extending it either. I want to move the leaf springs. That's a project I have coming up. So, in fact, and here it is. Well, shiny chassis, Leaf springs, you know, not really my cup of tea here in the modern world of links, coilovers, and nice things, but I think this is going to work out okay. I mean, in the scale era of the 66 Chevy, leaf springs were the thing, right? So anyway, guys, that's something I'm working on to try to get another build series going, since I don't have anything else going right now. So guys, hopefully you liked the video, and thank you all for watching.